Hey everyone, so today's video is going to be my tanning routine. Now before I actually get started, no, I did not cut my hair. These are the fake bangs that I was talking about. I think if this video goes up after a few of my videos, I've had these in a few videos already, but if not, I purchased these from Priceline. They're from Lady Jane, and they're just actually like fake bangs, like that you just clip on, and I really like them. They look a little weird on camera, like when I'm looking at them now, I don't know, it just kind of looks a little weird, but in person I don't know, I really like them. I think that they look really nice, and it's just something different to kind of like have occasionally, because normally I just have my hair like in the middle part and stuff, and I like changing up my hair, so I thought that I would wear them for this video. They're going to be annoying the crap out of me all video, I can bet you anything, so I do apologize if I like touch them or anything. Anyways, this is going to be my tanning routine, and the reason I'm doing this, some of you might think, if you are from Australia and you follow me, you might think, why are you doing a tanning routine, it's winter. Which is true, it is winter, and before I never used to tan in the winter time just because I didn't see an honest point, but there are a couple of reasons why I like to tan in winter. But for those of you that are going into summer, or that are in summer, if you are in the UK, in the US and stuff, this will obviously be beneficial to you because I'm going to be showing you guys what I do. But for those of you that are in Australia, I mean, you may be somebody, I know people that tan in the winter time regardless, so this is going to be for you guys. But if you just don't really care about tanning in the winter time or what I do personally, then you know, you can just click off this video because that's what I'm going to be talking about. But this is just generally what I do all year round anyway, like in the spring and the summer and stuff like that as well. These are the products that I was using last year, so I just wanted to share with you guys everything that I have been using and my routine and everything that I do when it comes to tanning. I have sort of a few things on my phone that I want to talk to you guys about, just so I can sort of answer everything and kind of tell you guys everything that I can think of. So firstly, I'll talk about why I tan in the winter time. So there are a couple of reasons why I like to tan in the winter time, and I haven't always done this. See, it's already bothering me now. I haven't always done this all year. I've just sort of started doing it more really this winter. But the first reason is just because generally I like being tanned. I just like the way that I look more when I'm tanned in comparison to when I'm pale. Not saying at all that there is anything wrong if you are pale, I'm not saying that at all, but I just prefer the way that I look when I'm tanned. I just think I look healthier. I think that I don't know, I just like it better. So yeah, that's the first reason. The second reason is because here in Australia, in the winter time, like obviously it is cold and it rains occasionally, but it's not the type of place that just rains consistently. Like tomorrow, for all I know, it could be really, really sunny. I'm pretty sure we're in winter right now. I don't think we're in autumn anymore, but it's still, there are days when it's sunny, there are days when it's hot, and I'm not a huge fan of winter, nor am I a huge fan of winter clothing. So if it's sunny outside, the most I'll probably wear is like a pair of jeans and like a tank or something like that. I might add a scarf, but I'm not going to go out every single day in the winter with jeans, boots, jackets, scarves, tops. There'd be absolutely no point in tanning if I did that, but I never know exactly what's going to happen with the weather, so I like to stay tan so that if it is sunny and I know that I'm going to go out dressed in less clothing, I'm not going to have to worry about tanning, or I'm not going to have to worry about being like really, really pale. The third reason is because of my hair. My hair is quite dark at the moment, and when I get it dyed, it is this dark. It does eventually fade, which at that point I don't really care whether or not I'm really tanned as much because it's lighter. But if my hair is really, really dark and I'm pale, I feel like I'm very, very washed out. Not saying that if you have really, really dark hair and you're pale that it looks bad, but I'm just saying on me personally, I like to be tanned with this dark hair because I think that it looks better, it doesn't wash me out as much. Now I'm going to talk about the products that I actually use. Now there are 3 products that I want to talk about, and I'm in no way saying that these products are going to be the ones that I use forever, because I definitely want to try out like $1 Million Tan. I want to try, what's the other one, Sen Maritz, like all of those types of brands. If you have any tanning brands that are really, really good dark tanning products that last quite a long time and that just look really, really nice, but they look natural even though they're dark, please let me know in the comments. The first one that I have been using for a while is Saint Tropez Bronzing Mousse. This is a very cult kind of brand of tan on YouTube and around basically everywhere because it is a really good tanning product. Personally, I like mousse tanners in comparison to sprays or lotions, just because I feel like they blend a little bit easier. They're a lot more softer on the skin and a lot more easier to kind of blend in. The only thing that I don't really like about Saint Tropez is the price. I believe this is about $40. This has lasted me a really long time, but I wouldn't say that it would last me as long if I tanned like every week or every 2 weeks. This has just kind of lasted me because I've been tanning, like, you know, every now and again. But I have had this since last year and I think that it's amazing. Another thing I really like about it is the fact that it is quite a dark tan, but it's a very natural tan. It doesn't look orange. It's a green based tan, which, if you don't know a lot about tans, if you get a tan that is green based, so in the bottle it kind of looks a really dark kind of olivey brown colour, that's going to look the most natural in your skin. Tans that are orange based are going to look the most orange and the most unnatural. So it's really good if you're starting off on tanning that you get a self tanner that is green based, and most of the ones I find that are a little bit more higher end, like Saint Tropez and some of the more expensive tanners, do generally tend to only have green based tans, whereas some of the cheaper ones can sometimes be a little bit orangey. But this is a very natural looking tan. If you are new to tanning, I definitely recommend this one. I know that it's a little bit expensive, but it's very easy to blend in. It doesn't look blotchy on the skin, obviously depending on how you apply it, which I'm going to go into it a bit. Another thing I like about it is that it apparently, on the back it says it eliminates the self-tan smell by up to 70%, which I think that it does that quite well. When I apply this on my skin, of course it smells a little bit like self-tan at first, but after a while, next day, I can't even notice the smell of fake tan on my skin, so that's really good. But I really like Saint Tropez bronzing mousse, and I definitely recommend that you try this out. Even if it is a little bit expensive, at least invest in it and see if you like it. The self-tan, this one I haven't been using for as long as the Saint Tropez one, but it is from a brand called Pure Bronze, and it is their tanning lotion. This is the one for dark tan. It is a lot cheaper than Saint Tropez. I don't really know exactly how less cheaper it is. I think it might be in the 20s in comparison to the 40s. I really like this self tanner. It is a lot darker than the Saint Tropez one. It comes off a lot darker on the skin. It's still very easy to blend. It doesn't really smell a lot of fake tan, although it does have more of a fake tan smell than this one does. But in general, I actually really do like this self tan. The only thing about this, and the reason why you may not want to repurchase this, and one of the reasons why I probably wouldn't repurchase it, is because, well, the first reason is because I don't find it lasts as long as the Saint Tropez. I don't find that it lasts barely a week, whereas I feel like this one lasts a little bit over a week. The only thing about this that I don't like is the fact that it has shimmer in it, and nowhere on this bottle does it say that it contains shimmer, which is a shame, because some people are not going to want shimmer in their tan. I know that I don't. I think that that is a little bit tacky, and it just looks a little strange. When you go out in the sun, you're literally like, you have shimmer and glitter, or well, not glitter but shimmer, and it's very obvious. The way that I work around that is, if you put this tan on and then you wait, it says that you can put this on, I'm pretty sure, wait an hour. Yeah, you may shower 1 hour after application, although the longer you wait, the longer it will last. I don't ever shower 1 hour after an application of tan. I normally wait hours and hours so that I get the best kind of result from it. If you put this on and then you shower, the shimmer is going to come off. So the only thing that I don't like about this is the fact that if I woke up in the morning and I wasn't tanned and I had to go somewhere and I put this straight on and then went out, I would have shimmer all over me, and you could definitely see it. But if I tan and then I go and shower, the shimmer actually comes off. So this is probably best to do, say, the night before an event or the night before going somewhere, rather than doing it actually like in the morning of the tan or whatever. It is kind of weird that it doesn't say anywhere that it has shimmer. I just find that quite strange, because not everyone is going to like that. But yes, if you apply this on and then you go and shower, it will be fine, which is normally what I do, but not all the time. So I can't use this if I'm just going to put it on and then go out, because it's just going to look really bad. But once you actually shower, the shimmer comes off. I do really like this. As I said before, it's like the Saint Tropez. It's easy to blend. It has a nice colour. You can tell that you've applied fake tanner, like, not as in you can tell, but you know, it's not like one of those tanners that you apply and you're like, it just looks like I've been out in the sun for like maybe 10 minutes at the least, and I've gotten a little bit of a glow. Like, this does give a nice colour. As I said, this is the one for dark. I don't know whether they have a medium or a light, probably I would say, but I don't know the other colours. But I do like this. I don't know where you can buy this if you're not in Australia. I will put a link down if there's a website if you're interested in purchasing this, but I got this from Priceline. Now, the other tanner that I want to talk about that I currently use is just the Garnier Body Summer Moisturising Lotion, and this is a gradual tanner. This is a very popular product as well, and basically what this is meant to do is just gain a gradual tan. This one is for medium to dark skin. If you've watched some of my videos where I'm not tanned, which you can probably tell, if I'm looking quite pale, and you are anything from that skin tone up, I would definitely recommend you go for the medium to dark one, because the fair to light skin is not going to do anything for you. It's just going to be like a moisturizer. It's not going to give you any colour. If you're really, really fair or like pretty much white, then maybe that will be good for you. But if you're anything from my skin tone or up, I definitely recommend you go for the medium to dark. The reason I really like this is because it does give colour, which is great. I also do like Palmer's Cocoa Butter, but the difference between that one and this one is the fact that this one smells just like apricot. It has apricot kernel oil or apricot extract or something like that in it, but it really does not smell like fake tan, which is great. So it's basically just like a lightweight moisturizer that's eventually going to give you a nice tan, but it doesn't actually smell like fake tan, which is really good. Definitely do need to watch where you put this. If you put this on with your hands, which is what I do, and you don't wash your hands, you're going to get brown on the palms of your hands. It does come out. Even though it's a lotion, it does eventually tan you. If you don't put it on your hands and you're just using this in general, it's not going to give you that tan on your hands. You're going to have white hands in comparison to the rest of your body. So you do need to be mindful of where you put it, because it is going to show up, which is what I really like about it. I use this in the morning, so when I moisturize, I use this in the morning in between, you know, the times when I actually fake tan, because this is just going to kind of optimize my tan a little bit. When this tan starts to fade out, I'm still going to have a little bit of a gradual tan. It's also just really nice if you don't want to go to the length of actual fake tanning, you just want to use something like this. And also it's really, really great if you're kind of in winter and you're starting to get a little bit onto the spring months or spring into summer, and you want to gradually get a tan before you start actually tanning or whatever, however you tan, then I definitely recommend using a gradual tanner. Okay, so now on to how I actually tan. So the way that I tan is using a tanning mitt. I definitely recommend that you use a tanning mitt to tan. I have used my fingers before, my hands, I've used latex rubber gloves. Nothing works better than a tanning mitt, in my opinion. This one is from Pure Tan. This is the one that came in the kit. You can get ones from Saint-Tropez. I think they're a little bit more expensive, at least here in Australia. They probably aren't in the US. They're probably like $2. But here, my Saint-Tropez one was $10. To be honest, that one didn't last very well. This one has lasted me quite a while. It's basically just a mitt. You put it on your hands like this. You put the tanner either onto your body or onto the mitt, and then you tan your skin. This just blends in the tan really, really well. You can really work it in so that you don't get any blotchy areas. And it's just going to be so much better to blend in the tan and get it all over the body rather than using your hands and trying to rub it in, or gloves. This is going to work even better. So I definitely recommend that you use a tanning mitt. Next thing that I wanted to talk about is when I tan, so how often. So normally what I do is sometimes if I can't really be bothered, I just won't tan. If I'm going somewhere, like I'm going out or I'm doing something where I want to be tanned, I will tan normally the night before, so I'll shower, I'll then tan. Then I'll go to bed in that tan, and these two tans I don't really find transfer onto sheets. I don't know if that's just me personally or whether other people have used these tans and they've transferred, but for me it doesn't really seem to do that. So I'll shower, tan, go to bed, and then that'll be it. Sometimes I double tan, so sometimes I'll shower, I'll tan my skin using one of these tanners, I'll go to bed, wake up in the morning, shower, get rid of any excess tan, and then I'll tan again. Obviously not with this one because it has shimmer, and I won't be tanning, showering till the end of the day, but I'll use this one. So that's what I do sometimes if I just want a little bit more depth to my tan. I want it to be a little bit darker. I'll tan twice and like shower in between so that it's getting rid of my tan. But every single time I tan, I leave hour gaps between I actually shower it off so that I get more of a maximum effect. So I'll go to bed, sleep for 8-9 hours, then get up and wash off, and then I'll put a new tan on, go through the whole entire day, however many hours, 7 or 8 hours, shower that night, so that I'm having the tan stay on my skin for longer. Normally how I figure out when I need to re-tan, so when my tan starts to fade, normally is between 1 to 2 weeks. For me, I find, as I said, that the Saint Tropez lasts a little longer. It just depends what one you're using. What I do is I don't tan my face because I cleanse and exfoliate my skin, and if you exfoliate you're going to minimize the color of the tan. So for me to tan my face, and when I'm cleansing and exfoliating, it's not going to last very long. It probably wouldn't even last like 3 days. Also, I don't like putting fake tanners on my skin just because I don't want my skin to have like a bad reaction or to break out or anything like that. So I don't tan my face. So my face is pale, and my face is pretty much the same color as the rest of my body. I know some people have like a lighter face and a naturally darker body. I would say mine's pretty similar in color. So when I start to notice that my body, especially my chest, because I always tan my chest. Sometimes I don't always tan my legs, especially in the winter time. Not really in the summer or spring, but in the winter time, normally, even if it's not really that cold outside, I'll still wear jeans or long pants or something, just because I don't really want to wear shorts or like a dress or something in the winter time. So sometimes I don't tan my legs, I'll just tan my arms and my chest. So what I do is, when my chest starts to become the same color as my face, I'll then know that I need to re-tan. Sometimes I won't bother doing it as soon as I realise. Sometimes I'll wait until it's completely the same colour and I've completely lost my tan. But when I start to notice that my chest is the same colour as my face, I need to re-tan. When I tan, my chest is like this colour or darker, and then my face is like white. You can definitely tell that I've tanned. It's a really, really big contrast. So when I start to notice that they match up, then I know to tan. That's when I tan. And also, as I said, I notice if I'm like tanning before I need to go to an event or something like that, but that's how I judge when I actually need to reapply tan. And I just exfoliate before, so I get rid of any excess tan. I know that you can buy specific gloves, but I just exfoliate my body so that I get rid of any excess tan, and then I apply a new layer on. So what I do before I tan, so as I said, the main thing that I will do is just make sure that my skin is moisturized and exfoliated. This is going to get rid of all of the dry, dead skin cells. When you put fake tan on skin that is dry, especially if you have like dry elbows or knees or ankles and stuff like that, where you want to kind of maybe apply a little bit less tan or some moisturizer before you tan, because they're the driest areas, it will stick to those dry patches. It will look patchy, it will look blotchy, and you don't want that, so you want to make sure that you exfoliate. I either exfoliate with a glove. This one is from Pure Tan. I know it's dirty, it's stained. I either exfoliate with an exfoliating glove, which is very good at like really getting in there and exfoliating, or I use a scrub. This is the Victoria's Secret lemon, sugar and coconut body scrub. Sometimes I'll take this onto the exfoliating glove and just exfoliate my whole body. It'll get rid of any excess tan, and it will also just make sure that your skin is really smooth. And what I do if I know that I need to like re-tan again, so if my tan is faded, is I'll exfoliate and then I'll moisturize to make sure that when I apply my tan on, I don't moisturize and then apply tan, but maybe like the night before or the day before, I'll moisturize to make sure that there is no dry skin, so that when I apply my tan, it's going to go on smoothly. It's not going to stick and look blotchy to any areas, because if you do that, it's very hard for it to just come off. It's very hard to just like exfoliate your skin and your tan's going to come off. I know that they have things like tan removers and stuff, but if you don't have that and you have blotchy tan, it's very, very difficult to kind of come off. And then what I do, like whilst I'm tanning, obviously I just make sure that I moisturize. Something with a gradual tanner is the best if you want to optimize your tan. I also make sure that I just moisturize with like a body butter or something like that, just to make sure that my skin isn't getting dry, because when it starts to do that, your skin starts to want to get rid of all that dry skin, and it's going to possibly make your tan come off a lot faster. So because it's shedding quicker, because there's more dry skin, so your tan's going to come off faster. So keeping moisturized and using something like a gradual tanner is what I do. Pretty much how I tan, when I tan, all of those kinds of things that I do. in order to optimize a tan and stuff like that. So that's it for this video. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video and you know, you enjoyed my tanning routine. So let me know in the comments what your favorite tanning products are, because I would love to try out different ones. I wanted to try spray, so if you possibly like use a spray for your tan that you have a really good favorite of, let me know. Any brands, any kind of websites that you buy your tan from, I'd love to know what kind of ones that you use so that I can try new ones out and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye. What else did I want to say? Yeah, I had something else I want to say and I can't even think of it.